Hello and welcome back to our third video on Creo Parametric. We are modeling a bottle and we are modeling it step at a time, slowly explaining all the features so that we can understand how to use them. In my last two videos, I have shown you how to import an image, how to create these side sketches. We created these two surfaces, that is bottom profile, bottom surface and neck surface, bottom datum surface and neck surface. Today we are going now to create the first surface of this bottle, that is the surface onto this, basically the front, this side surface. Basically today we are going to focus on creating. We're going to create a curve here like that. Okay. Then we're going to create this curve. You can see this curve here. Then we're going to trim these surfaces away. Remember, we'll have this surface now. That is what we're going to do today. The first thing we need is you go to model and hide your planes. I like rotate a little bit. These boundaries, you can hide them as well. Then using boundary blend. For the boundary blend, you have to define first direction and second direction. You have to define set of curves, that is first and second. For the first, I'm going to use these three curves using control. You see now we create a surface like that. If you preview, then we need now to control this surface as it progresses along its profile by using the second direction, this one here and this. But you see, once you select here, be careful not to select half an edge. What do? Remove, then ensure you are selecting a full edge. You see, this is our first surface, side surface. I can call it here main side surface. But something I've noticed, we have a surface, but this surface is not, we have to edit a little bit. Reason being, I said, since we are modeling this surface body, we are going to model half, then mirror the other. Let's see what happens when you take this one here. You use mirror plane and use front. Let's see what happens. We have another plane. We have another surface here. Let me first hide this to 100%. Okay, you can see these two surfaces, they meet, they form an edge, something like that looks like an edge. If you go to analysis and you perform, let's first perform what we call diffractions. You see that these two surfaces, once you mirror left together full body, we don't have a smooth surfaces. You can see these stripes help you to understand how the surface continuity. And if you perform shaded curvature as well, you see we have these ones here. Shaded curvature is called Gaussian curvature. You can see you have Gauss, mean and maximum. You can do some research on what it is, but these are tools that help you to analyze your surface. Okay, We need now to fix this. Most of time, personal, I usually use what we call dihedral analysis. There's a video, one of my videos, where I have discussed what is dihedral angle. Check that video. I have explained into detail on what is dihedral analysis. I usually like performing dihedral analysis by selecting an edge. I can see now this I can see we have a maximum 0 and 40, meaning we need to get everything 0 here. If I just go back to my boundary blend here and change, you see this one here. Let me view from bottom. Once I mirror this surface, let me just take a screenshot to explain to you. Once I mirror this surface, I want this surface to have a tangency continuity here. I don't want that sharp edge. And for me to achieve that, what I do is onto this, you can see this point here. If you wrong press, how do you want this surface to be to this edge? Free? You can use tangent, normal, or curvature. I want to use normal, such that this surface will be normal to this edge. What happens is, now with a normal, this surface here will come like this and be normal. It will form 90. So that once I mirror the other side, I will form another 90. Therefore, this will be tangency continuity. You see, now it is 90. Just watch out, watch here, at the bottom. Watch here once I change this to be normal, which is this one here. Let me replace. Let's go to bottom. This you can go back here to constraints here and look for it. I want this to be normal, not this one here, this one here, normal. I used the wrong one here, 3. Okay, let me just use it here, normal. Yeah, let me go back to bottom. You see now this one here is almost 90. Let me go back to 3. But when you say normal, now you can see the surface is tangent. At this point here, we are going to get now these two surfaces will be tangent to each other. Let me just go back and say, double confirm. If we have that normal there, that's fine. Let's now see what we get. Let me now perform again the dihedral analysis here. I'm getting 20. Let me just perform what we call diffraction and see. Okay, we are not getting exact perfect surfaces, but at least we have some level of continuity from this surface to this surface here. But it's not that perfect as well. But at least we have some level of continuity. We have some degree of continuity. Therefore, go back here. Just ensure that this one and these ones are normal. And this display drag hurdle is used to define the influence of the normal constraint. We have said normal. Okay, what is the influence? Right now default is 1. Default is 1. When I increase this influence maybe to 1.6 here, or 2, again here, 2, let's see what happens to the mirror here. You see, Therefore, now if I go back to the reflection, let's see what happened to reflection. It's not smooth, but we have distorted our part so much. Therefore, most of time use the default value of 1 here. 1, 1. Let me delete this one. What else have I not said? We have options here. Influencing curve. You can select this curve to influence your profile. You can have a curve maybe at the center. This one might make sense if I use an example. Therefore, let me just go back to the options here. Details, let's remove. And yeah, let's select one curve to be our influencing curve. What else here? Display. Add side curve influences. If you want your model to be influenced by the side curves here, you see? Let's see what happens here. When you select here, the side curves influence your model as well. Yeah, these are some of the ways you can try to play with your surfaces to see what happens when you do something. Let's go back to reflection here. I want to save this, save so that you can see it. When I go back to my boundary blend, when I select this, we have a very small change to the surface, but you may not notice it. Yeah. Some of these leave them as default most of time. Yeah. Next is if I go back to the view, model, images, then use 0. I want to go to front view. We are going now to do this. Let me just say wireframe. We are going to sketch this curve and trim. Let's do that in my next video.